I feel like snowboarding is a lot about art.
Creativity is a huge thing, you know.
Younger than FIS itself, snowboarding encompasses multiple disciplines. Park and Pipe, the sport's cool younger sibling, embodies the openness, recklessness and occasional unconventionality of a teenager.
Yeah, I think snowboarding is so special because it's also a lifestyle and there's so many different aspects.
I definitely feel like in snowboarding there's a large amount of camaraderie, and it's not only about winning, you know, it's also about personal growth in your sport, but also just as an individual human. I've had many times where I've been up the top and, you know, sitting in the first spot, and then I see someone do a sick run that bumps me out, and I'm like, you know, devoed for myself because I got bumped out. But at the same time, you know, the person that just bumped me out is one of my best friends, so I'm hyped to see that. And at the end of the day, it's if you're sharing the podium with your mates, like, it doesn't really matter where you end up, you're just stoked.
For this tight-knit group, success isn't defined by medal colours or rankings. It's found in something more meaningful.
For me personally, it's about the creative aspect of landing a run I'm proud of snowboarding the way I'm proud of. And sometimes I got 5th or 4th place and I was more happy with that 5th or 4th place than if I won the competition. And I think that's very special in our sport and in our community, that you respect the performance sometimes more than actually the result at the end. And yeah, I hope we don't lose that in the future.
Looking for the personal wins, which is landing a new trick in the competition, or doing a line that you've never done before, or just being really happy with your riding that day. So, you know, you can win the competition, but you can also win your own competition against yourself.
On this growth-driven journey, limits are pushed to elevate not only oneself, but the sport as a whole.
Yeah, I think especially in the women's field, I think we were struggling over a lot of years. We were not many and people didn't take women's snowboarding that serious. So it made it a very special community. You support each other, and if a girl does something that elevates the whole sport, you celebrate it, because you know it's just elevating the whole women's snowboarding.
Although medals take a back seat to the shared moments that shape snowboarding history and make the community feel most accomplished, it doesn't mean the pressure is non-existent.
My most nerve-wracking competition was the Olympics in Korea, because I was the favorite to win there. I think I was ahead a little bit at that time and could do tricks that I knew if I landed I would be good enough for gold. And dropping in there, I was like, I remember like butterflies everywhere, the most nervous I've ever been in my life. And then as soon as you drop, you're in this like flow state of mind. The flow state of mind is like something also really special with snowboarding, because you don't only get it sometimes. I feel like I can count it on one hand when I was in the flow state. I didn't hear anything, I was fully in the moment.
Watching these athletes, or should I say artists, express themselves on the big stage makes us all want to feel that flow state of mind.
Everyone has a place in snowboarding. You can be a beginner and just really enjoy it and ride and just feel the snow, or you can be out here throwing your body as hard as you can to get big tricks around and make them look as good as possible and express the style that you want to show.
Any last words of advice for aspiring snowboarders looking to progress from beginners to confidently expressing themselves on a snowboard?
I think it's really important to put your personality in the whole snowboard community. If you just put on a bib and do a run, I don't think it's enough. Like I feel like you need to be yourself, you need to be creative, and so I think the most important is that you really want it and that you believe in your ability.
Yippee!
Maybe get a hero shot.